So you heard it from us. Good morning on this Sunday morning. I'm Michelle Charlesworth.
And I'm Tony Yates. Let's get right to the forecast. Meteorologist Dani Beckstrom here right now.
Yeah, it's going to be a messy Sunday with that AccuWeather alert already in effect. I do want to clarify that we don't expect severe storms. Our severe threat is fairly low in terms of tornadic activity, but it will be really windy and very, very wet. So there are going to be some impacts as we move throughout the day. 53 right now with cloud cover. It's not too breezy, and this is kind of the calm before the storm. And it's pretty incredible how mild it is. Our temperatures this morning in the 40s and 50s. Come this afternoon, highs close to 60 degrees. It's not quite record values, but we will end up about 15 degrees above normal. But that is not what you're paying attention to today. The rain and wind is. This is the system that's on the way, and this did create really dangerous weather in parts of the country yesterday. We had tornadoes in Tennessee. We're not expecting that, but it is going to bring a lot of rain and a lot of wind even as we move into later this morning. A handful of alerts right now. We're under a flood watch for most of the tri-state area, high wind watch for Suffolk County. We have a wind advisory closer to the city, and now storm warning was just issued in parts of Ulster County. I'll show you those coming up in a little bit. So that just lets you know that it is going to be messy today, even though we are starting out quiet. You see the rain chances steadily increase. We'll get spotty showers by 9 or 10. By this afternoon, it becomes a little more steady, and then by tonight, those drenching downpours. So looking at the impacts, rain, we're looking at rainfall totals between 2 and 4 inches overnight and first thing tomorrow morning, which can cause flooding problems. The rain is steady by this afternoon and heavy tonight. As far as wind goes, for New York City, gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour, but at the coast and on Long Island, we're looking at gust speeds that could approach 60 miles per hour, which can produce damage that can lead to power outages. And then we got to talk snow as well. Some of our northern suburbs will pick up a few inches of snow ahead of the morning commute tomorrow. So I'll break this down for you, time it out on Futurecast coming up. Michelle?
All right, thanks so much. Meantime, officials, Big Dog Sunday. Woof.
Woof is exactly right. I mean, look at Daisy May this morning. Richard sent this picture. Daisy is relaxing by the tree, and I think she's making a great reindeer there with the antlers. Cute. We have River also wearing antlers. Very darling, from Janine. And then we're going to end here with Nico with the glasses. I just can't get enough of people dressing their pets up for the holidays. I think it's so fun to see, and I appreciate you sharing, Tracy. As we move into this afternoon, it's a mess. An AccuWeather alert day. I know this morning starting calm and really comfortable with temperatures in the 50s. Highs close to 60, but that is nowhere near the weather headline today. We have a strong storm moving through tonight, bringing heavy downpours that can lead to flooding and strong winds that can produce damage. I'll have the Futurecast for you, time it out, coming up at the full AccuWeather forecast in just a few minutes. Want dogs in costume?
Yes.
I think I probably have some dogs in costume.
Hysterical.
Gus from Krista. And Gus's hat says not. And this is a good boy, right?
He's a good boy.
Yeah. Such a good boy. So cute. And then we have Ranger, Ava, and Samara. I believe these three are therapy dogs posing in front of the Christmas tree and just so cute. So Holly, thank you for sharing. And then we have Sierra, who is not a teddy bear. She is a dog. Is that not the cutest thing posing next to the tree? So thank you, Don, for sharing. Today, big weather day. I know it's calm and comfortable this morning, but an AccuWeather alert in effect heading into this afternoon. The scattered showers turn steady, and by tonight, heavy. We're talking drenching downpours that can lead to flooding, as well as wind that is gusty enough to produce damage and maybe the potential for power outages as well. That's all in play heading into your Sunday night. I'll time it out for you on Futurecast so you know when to take your plans indoors, which is not too far from now. I'll have that coming up in the full AccuWeather forecast. Hard to beat
so awesome
players, but I'm going to do my best on this Big Dog Sunday because we have Frankie, who is the perfect elf, I believe. So Anthony, thank you for sharing Frankie. I thought that picture was darling. We also have Dolly and Grace, who are posing so cute in front of this Christmas tree. They look like little Christmas angels, don't they? Sophia, thank you for sharing. And then we have Bella, beautiful in front of the tree. I'm loving all the glamour shots of like the dogs and their Christmas photo shoots in front of the holiday decor. It's very darling and making my day. So thank you for sharing. As we move into this afternoon, things get messy. This morning is quiet, calm, and honestly quite comfortable. Temperatures in the 50s, and we climb close to 60 come this afternoon, but drenching downpours and potentially damaging wind on the way with this next storm system. I'll have Futurecast for you, time it out, in the full AccuWeather forecast coming up. Keep those vibes rolling here with Big Dog Sunday because Peach is in her holiday best. I mean, Pamela, gorgeous little dress. I know that was so darling. And you know, Peach looks proud to be wearing that. And then we've got DJ short for Derek Jeter. So obviously a lot of fans here. Grandma Pat has DJ in a hat. And honestly, I think this golden doodle's loving it, right? It looks so darling. And then we have Hiroshi, Hero for short, in his holiday best. The necktie? I'm loving it. Lisa, thanks for sharing. As we move into this afternoon, things get messy. This morning is comfortable and calm, a mostly cloudy sky, but 50s. We climb close to 60 degrees, but the real weather story, that's the heavy rain and the gusty wind on the way. A stormy Sunday night ahead, and that leads into a messy Monday morning commute. I'll time it all out for you on Futurecast and the full AccuWeather forecast coming up.
Is tracking everything for us. Dani.
Yeah, on this calm, quiet, comfortable Sunday morning, it's kind of the calm before the storm, if you will. An AccuWeather alert already into effect, and as we move into this afternoon, things are going to get messy. Right now, 57 in Central Park, 40s and 50s across the tri-state. Such a mild morning to a mild day. That high of 60, such an afterthought compared to what's coming. This morning, radar is still dry for most of us. A few light sprinkles starting to develop. But as we zoom out, we see what's coming. This is going to bring drenching downpours and the potential for damaging wind gusts. We have quite a few alerts in effect here. A flood watch across the tri-state area for tonight into first thing tomorrow morning. That with 2 to 4 inches of rain on the way. No major surprise. High wind warning for Suffolk County. We also have wind advisories for Brooklyn, Queens, Nassau County, as well as down the Jersey Shore, coastal Connecticut, and a winter storm warning for parts of Ulster, winter weather advisory for Sullivan. That means snow on the way for parts of our area as well. There is so much going on in the forecast, but right now it's still calm and quiet. You see those rain chances increase as we move toward midday. Then scattered rain becomes widespread late afternoon. Widespread rain becomes heavy rain as we head into tonight, and that's the main event. So there are so many details here. I'm going to try to give you the abbreviated version first. 2 to 4 inches of rain does mean the potential for flooding as we move into the overnight hours. Wind 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts in New York City, 60 plus on Long Island at the coast. That can create wind related damage, which can lead to power outages. And then a few inches of snow expected for our north and west suburbs. That ahead of sunrise tomorrow morning, which means although it's the main event tonight, it still could leave behind impacts for the Monday morning commute, even as the storm system exits. A lot going on. I'll have the hour by hour on Futurecast, so you have the details in the full AccuWeather forecast. But right now we want to get to Crystal Cranmore, who's live this morning in Freeport on Long Island. It's an area that is impacted with flooding quite often. What are officials doing to prepare for the storm this morning, Crystal?
Hey.
That's right. We got some soggy dogs coming up this afternoon. I feel for those tuba players. It's going to be more rain than shine today. Here's Theo from Sheila, the cutest reindeer I've ever seen in front of that tree. So darling. And then Sophia, I love the bow. So cute. Thank you for sharing, Donald. And then we have Brody with the beard. Tom, this is the best looking Santa I've ever seen. So thanks for sharing your baby, Brody. The radar is still dry for now. It is mild, it is cloudy, but it is calm. That is not the case heading into this afternoon. We expect scattered showers to become widespread and then drenching downpours tonight with the potential for damaging wind as well. An AccuWeather alert in effect for good reason. I'll break down the mess for you coming up in the full AccuWeather forecast. We got some good boys here, too. It was so fun to have the four-legged NYPD officers here earlier this week. Okay, want to start with Tilly. I mean, Santa Tilly. How cute is that? Chris, thank you for sharing. I thought that's hysterical. Then we have Louie here, who is posed so beautifully in front of the tree. And then we have Cooper. Or should we say Rudolph? Thank you, JD, for sharing Cooper with you. The cutest Christmas pups. I love seeing all the holiday pets, so thanks for sharing. As we move into today, things are really going to start to get active. Right now, it's still quiet, just a few sprinkles out there. But as we move into this afternoon, scattered showers show up. And by this evening, widespread heavy downpour with the potential for damaging wind gusts as well. There's a lot going on in this AccuWeather forecast. I'll have the details for you coming up.
Right?
Everybody's out.
You get to see the little kids, and it's cool. So you go up in the air, fly around, come back down, at the North Pole, and have a party.
A party.
What could go wrong? It's fantastic.
So
I know, isn't that fun?
Yeah,
I know.
Great.
It's good.
Okay, got to talk about the weather today.
Yeah, bad.
It's going to turn into a mess. Right now, still calm and comfortable out there, but give it a few hours and things are going to get active on the radar. An AccuWeather alert in effect. Right now, 57 degrees, cloudy, but it's still quiet out there. A calm wind, not much activity on the radar. Temperature right now, 40s and 50s across the tri-state, well above the seasonal average. Our average high today, 46. We'll top out close to 60, but that is secondary to what's coming in terms of the storm activity. Right now, you're starting to see some life on radar, some light sprinkles, but this is what's moving in as we head into this afternoon and evening, associated with the same storm system that brought deadly tornadoes to parts of Tennessee yesterday. By the time it gets here, we don't necessarily expect severe weather. No tornadoes in the forecast, but thunderstorm threat, that is in the forecast. So some rumbles of thunder possible as we move into tonight as well. So we'll start with the alerts. A flood watch in effect effect across the tri-state area. No surprise, given the forecast of 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. For Suffolk County, a high wind warning tonight with gusts up to 60. For Brooklyn, for Queens, for Nassau County, down the Jersey Shore and coastal Connecticut, a wind advisory with gusts up to 50 miles per hour. And then we even got some snow in the forecast. For Ulster County, at least parts of it, there's a winter storm warning and then a winter weather advisory for Sullivan. We could have several inches of snowfall before this storm system exits tomorrow morning. This is what you need to see, the timing. As we move toward midday, we're starting to see those scattered showers. Scattered rain becomes more widespread by late afternoon, early evening. Could be a lull at times right before dinner time, and then the main event arrives from west to east after about 7 or 8 o'clock. This cold front, this line of heavy downpours and gusty wind tracks across the tri-state. It means the worst of it is east of us ahead of that morning commute tomorrow, but what fell overnight could still complicate travel even first thing. Also want to mention a cold blast of air behind the front. So as these wraparound showers move through right around the morning commute tomorrow, that's when we expect several inches of snow to fall for some of our northwest suburbs. Moving into late morning, early afternoon tomorrow, the storm system has exited, so we're no longer dropping rain or snow, but it will be cold and blustery through the remainder of your Monday. How much rain are we talking? It looks like 2 to 4 inches for a lot of the tri-state area, and then the snow, you see several inches for our northwest suburbs. So I want to break this down for you because I know that there's so much going on with this forecast, right? Bottom line, showers show up later this morning, scattered this afternoon, steady this evening, and then heavy tonight. Drenching downpours of 2 to 4 inches will cause, in some spots, street flooding, with the likely for some coastal flooding, urban flooding, and highway flooding ahead of tomorrow morning's commute. Even if we're not adding to it while you're driving, still could have impacts. And then the potentially damaging wind gusts. For a lot of the tri-state, including New York City, 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts. At the coast and on Long Island, up to about 60. That can cause damage, but with the saturated ground, it also can topple trees, which can lead to power outages. And then, yes, some wraparound snow for our northwest suburbs. And then that storm system exits right around the morning commute tomorrow. So I know it's been calm so far, but it won't be the case later this afternoon. You see those rain chances increase, and then once they're here, they settle in. And that forecast high of 60, it's almost 15 above the seasonal average, but we're spending no time on how warm it is because of how active the radar is about to be. So rain becomes steady today, gusty wind increases. The main event is tonight as the AccuWeather alert continues. Gusty wind, heavy rain, flooding possible with the potential for wind damage. That takes us into daybreak tomorrow. The storm exits early, but still could have impacts for the morning commute given what fell overnight. From there, we settle into a stretch of seasonable days, which means highs falling to the 40s, but sunshine. So nice to see a calmer work week, especially compared to what's coming tonight. So make sure to wrap up any of those outdoor activities in the next couple of hours. I'd say by lunchtime, you need to take it indoors. That's a check of the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back after the break.